Okay, guys. So let's actually just go ahead and jump right into it then. Let's start with this. For Arslan, can you let the people know a bit about yourself, your role at Polygon?
Yeah, definitely. So, hey guys, my name is Arslan. I'm a community engagement associate at the DeFi side at Polygon Labs. In fact, I recently completed a year there, and my journey in crypto started with business development at Polygon, and then I pivoted to
Yeah.
community side of things.
Very cool. Yeah. I was a year now with Galaxy in December. So, how long have you been in crypto though overall, would you say? Like more than a year now or just the last year?
Oh, so I've been in.
Oh, your mic stopped?
Oh, yeah. So, I was in the space for the past 2 years. I think I started off deep in crypto back in 2019 when I heard Vitalik for the first
Yeah.
time talking about Ethereum, and it's only gone better and better from there, deeper down in the rabbit hole.
Agreed. I was around 2019, 2020 as well. And kind of the same thing. Like I saw a video. Um, at the time it was a crypto influencer who was just talking about like separate projects, and I knew about it from before when Bitcoin initially blew up, and it was just kind of like, well, let's see again, right? And the more I heard, the better it got, and here we are today, right? Um, what sort of shifted your move to the community side of things?
Oh yeah, so I think it was more that the team realized that I'm good at communicating, and slowly I
Mhm.
was moved to the AMA side. And so, like you at Galaxy, my role at Polygon involves a lot of movement with the AMA pipeline. So I
Yeah.
started talking to more and more projects, and in fact, that it got better and better. And now I'm hosting spaces and doing a lot of marketing stuff. So yeah, I think it's been a cool journey.
Yeah, it's kind of the same thing that I kind of figured out over a period of time as well. I was on a previous project before Galaxy, and I just kind of realized that this was more of what I kind of excelled at, enjoyed doing, is communicating. Figuring out for ways of users to communicate and these large spaces, and it just kind of became like felt like home. You know what I mean? And so now I get to do this, and I get to talk to great people like yourself who kind of understand the appeal to these this area. So that's very cool. So thank you for that explanation, Arslan. Now, for the next thing, can you let us know, sort of give us an overview of the Polygon ecosystem for the listeners?
Oh yeah, so Polygon, as you might know, is like a global and sustainable Web3 infrastructure built on Ethereum.
Yeah.
We have like an ecosystem of products like the popular Polygon POS chain, the lot of talked about and upcoming ZK EVM, and app specific
Yeah.
chains like Supernets, etc. So, one of the popular products that is widely adopted is the POS chain that enables fast and cheap transactions with the security of Ethereum that allows users to trade or play games on the blockchain and has found massive adoption in the space.
Yeah. Yeah. Polygon is, I mean, at this point, can you really be in crypto and not have heard of Polygon, right? I think is the best way to put it. Especially in the gaming sector, honestly. You guys have very much kind of led the forefront there, in my opinion. And also, we use Polygon as well for our Galaxy Oats. We use Matic Network. So that has been very cool to be able to work with you guys on that and kind of build out this ecosystem together. So, in supporting the DeFi ecosystem, what would be Polygon's sort of overall vision, and ways to raise awareness around the variety of solutions in this ecosystem?
I think this is really an interesting question, and I think Polygon vision has only expanded in the past few years. So at
Yeah.
Polygon Labs, our focus is to build a truly collaborative ecosystem. And I think a lot of our team's effort are to support the builders in their 0 to 1 journey that can range from
Yeah.
working closely with these teams to regular marketing efforts like these AMAs, right?
Hmm.
But furthermore, I
Yeah.
think I'd like to touch base on that the team's approach to mainstream adoption is something that I personally find inspiring because we're growing rapidly without compromising on that personal touch to the dApps.
Oh, okay, yeah. So, okay, yeah, I can agree with that definitely. I can feel the passion that comes from that, and I think that that is the biggest reason why that Polygon, even after such a long period of time, is still at the forefront. Um, so it's very nice to see that, and that leads me to my next question. So what are some of the, because we talk a lot about the ups, right? What are some of the inhibitions that users have when it comes to DeFi?
Yeah, I think when we see like with the passing day in DeFi, we see a clearer need from that shift from centralized finance to decentralized finance. But I think some of the major differences when it comes to that shift is the act of self-custody. So
Yeah.
I think the major learning curve for the users who are onboarded to DeFi is like the reason of understanding of self-custody. And for that, I think we need a lot of betterment on the UI UX front. And I think we've been seeing that lately on the project side, like a lot of protocols have focused on getting the UI UX strong and you know, a
Hmm.
lot of education is also required when it comes to these things, like educating the community around the seed phrase. But another inhibitions that might have is like about protecting the funds and how people or the community can protect themselves against phishing or hacks and any other compromises on their security. So I think that this is where these campaigns come into play, like Galaxy and
Yeah.
Polygon, because what we're trying to do with these AMAs and marketing efforts is like to educate the community that they should focus on the better practices, what is something to steer away from, and keep themselves safe while leveraging the power of DeFi.
No, I agree, and I think that focusing on that awareness is definitely crucial. I agree, and so we mentioned a campaign, right, and working towards this, and so you would say Polygon is definitely wanting to be at the forefront of educating these new users, like you mentioned, better UI UX, more accessibility, and that we are, I believe you guys are working on a campaign right now, the Polygon DGen campaign. Would you be able to give a brief overview of that for the users today?
Yeah, I think I'm very excited to share this with the Galaxy community. The Polygon Legion campaign is now live on Galaxy, and the aim is to highlight the vast array of DeFi opportunities available on the Polygon network. Furthermore, we wanted to raise awareness and participation within the Polygon DeFi community. And each week, participants can expect exciting tasks and challenges by participating with the DeFi ecosystem projects and earn different NFTs in rewards. So, the ultimate goal of this campaign is to educate and inform community members about the full potential of DeFi on Polygon. So on our side, I'd like to also explain that we have like a large pool of dApps, and the DGen campaign
Yeah.
actually aims to highlight this diversity of the whole ecosystem so the Purple family can grow together. And I'm really happy how Galaxy enables us to do that.
Thank you. I think that what one thing that we've really strived for is to give the option of that infrastructure that can be used to these brand new users, right? We can create these campaigns, with you guys that involve a variety of dApps and sort of expose the users to this, especially during times like right now where we believe, and I believe you guys believe as well, that it's the most important as a whole, right, during these bear markets to push these different dApps, these awareness, learning from this perspective and growing together that way. I definitely agree with you there. And so, would you say that with this campaign, so would you be able to go over the structure of the campaign? So, if a user were to hop on and take a look, what's kind of the process for them?
Yeah, definitely. So when you log on to Galaxy and check out the Polygon DGen campaign, we've divided the campaign into different weeks representing different user groups. So we have the popular bridgers, stakers, traders, lenders, liquid stakers or yield farmers, and the innovators. So let me just break
Yeah.
it down in terms of the weeks. Like, what are we doing? So the first one is the Bridger week that will cover all the bridges where users are required to bridge assets from different chains. And then it transcends to the Trader week that focuses on trading platforms. Furthermore, Lenders Week highlights the lending and borrowing of activities, and Liquid Staker and Yield Farmer promotes the liquid staking. That is like the popular narrative that has been in the space lately. And the last one, which is like my personal favorite, is the Innovators, that are protocols that add something extra and create an own niche in the space. So I think something that I really want to highlight here is like the
Yeah.
hierarchy of these weeks. As someone who's just starting out in DeFi, I think this is like a great learning opportunity to slowly incrementally increase their knowledge about DeFi. Because as you go through these different steps and earn rewards perhaps with Galaxy, I think you also
Yeah.
learn a lot about the ecosystem. And I think that is the main goal when we're building in the beer. As much as we can educate the community around what is happening in DeFi, it would be like the next wave of adoption, I feel. So yeah, that is what we're doing in the Polygon Degen campaign.
That's great. It kind of works in the sense of sort of like a learning curve for the users to start with week one, and then obviously by the end to be definitely more able to even at that point be able to help the people that are still back at week one, right? And that's something that we've always really focused on, and I think that has been very beneficial with the Galaxy community itself. Getting to work with different partners like this, we're able to help kind of create these users within different communities that have this knowledge, right? That have this experience. And when those other new users come, even after something like this is finished, right? We'll have these users that have completed this. They've learned, they've gone through every piece of this. They use these dApps. And when we do something like this again, or even something brand new pops up, they're going to be more experienced and more educated in the sense of like they can take on whatever's in front of them, right? And I think that's kind of one of the really cool things that we get to see in these different communities. And I'm even looking at the list right now of the listeners. There's guys like that I've seen like a year ago, right? And they've been like brand new users. And up to now, right? Like these are guys that I could talk to any day about really anything in crypto. And even myself, I'm still learning. Obviously, we all are every day. But it's really amazing to see that grow. So it's super cool to get to have that opportunity with Polygon to push that out and help grow these users. So this is a very exciting campaign. I'm very glad to see us put this together and push forward with this. And in the description of this campaign, we talk a bit about some of the different things like trading, etc. All of these different areas. Now, for you, I'm curious what may be some new emerging trends or trends coming back that you think might kind of take over or be a lot more important in the coming year. Something to be excited about.
Yeah, I think first of all, just to reiterate, thank you for plugging that in. Like the learning curve is really important when it comes to Polygon Degen campaign.
Mhm.
And you mentioned like how some of the users in this space are ones that you've seen long time ago. So I think reactivating the confidence in the community is something important as we
Agreed.
build in the bear. So definitely excited about that front and truly believe in the real goal is the activity that where people can join in again and actually build confidence in the DeFi ecosystem. And that is what Polygon really strives for. Coming to your question, that what are some of the emerging trends? I think there are a lot of interesting ones going around in this space right now. We recently saw the whole liquid staking derivative narrative play out. And I
Yeah.
personally love the idea of liquid staking, have been interacting with Lido, Stater, Tenderize, a lot of these apps on the Polygon ecosystem, and I think we've seen some interesting products on these fronts. Furthermore, I think another thing that I'm really excited about is like the whole RWA space that is brewing in the making. I think with MakerDAO and other players that are bringing real world impact from the crypto space to like the whole
Yeah.
world. So I think that when we look in terms of adoption, that is like something really important to me personally as well. I feel that as as the industry matures, more and more people would come to DeFi as we bridge the gap between the traditional finance and decentralized finance. So RWAs, I think, are enablers on that front. And another
Hmm.
narrative I think I'd like to touch base on would be the DSO, that is the decentralized social media. I'm a big believer
Yes.
that protocols like Lens protocol would also see like a major
Yeah.
growth in the Web3 space.
No, I agree with you there. I think it's not even talked about that often that from what I see. I agree. I think that's a big sleeper to come for the future.
Definitely. I think like I see the interactions on Lens, and I think that people are building amazing products on top of Lens. So I think it would be really interesting how this will play out. I do believe it's underrated as well. Another thing that I feel is like going big on Polygon is the NFTs this summer, and I'm really excited like how the NFT summer will pick up in the upcoming time ahead.
Yeah, I think we all love NFT summer. um, it's always been a wild ride, honestly. I'd say like there's so many very cool and very interesting narratives that definitely have a larger, I would say, real world impact. I know NFTs may actually at the same time sometimes can be viewed as a barrier in sort of bridging the people together, right? It's obviously given us a little bit of kickback, but I do think that honestly, in my opinion, it's one of the most I was maybe entertaining is the word, exciting with NFTs, I would definitely say that it's never a dull moment. That is for sure. Um, when we go through those summers, you get your friends together and everybody's like looking up projects, etc. It's just always been a blast.
Yeah, I think definitely. And when we talk about utility on NFTs, I think this discussion has
Yeah,
been there in the space for a very long time. But even like
yeah,
in the
agreed.
PFP projects, I'd like to highlight some of the most important things. That another thing, one thing is to have the PFP, and the other thing is the community that it builds around it. So when you look at these
Exactly,
beautiful communities that are fostering and supporting each other, so when I think like the beer market, the clutter goes away, and you can see what projects have real communities and what people are
exactly.
actually building, what art exists out there. And I see this really beautiful trend that how people are supporting the ecosystem in general. And I feel that these NFT projects are really crucial in that sense because it truly actually brings us together in terms of a community that can leverage the ecosystem together and grow together.
No, I agree. I think that yeah, the bear market has been obviously rough for those that lost money, like most of us, but it's given us an opportunity to kind of look through the clouds and take a really close look at these separate communities, like you mentioned, and see these people come together. Because our true focus and our true selves really comes when we're at our lowest point, right? We're able, and obviously we all love the bull market, but balance is everything, right? We wouldn't have a bull market without a bear market. So it's the best way to find yourself personally for everybody listening. Um, during that quiet time where it's like, what can I do? Can I be a part of this community? Is this project really care about its community? For example, right? A lot of people will find that during some bear markets, you'll see teams fall off, et cetera, disappear. And those that are still around building at this point are the ones you want to keep an eye on. Like, for example, of course, the Polygon team, right? So because at this point, you guys are a wrecking ball ready to keep going. So, and it's very exciting. I personally am a big fan of the gaming sector. So, I've been loving what I've been seeing recently. I've done many AMAs recently with involving some gaming projects and stuff like that. So it's been super cool. Arslan, what would you say is your kind of area you kind of gravitate to in the crypto area for yourself personally?
Yeah, I think my personal favorites would be DeFi, and if I touch base furthermore, I really love prediction
Hmm.
markets. So anything,
Very cool.
anything from poi market to having like a really rough day at work, I think I just
Yeah.
go back there and go to some of the prediction markets and love to like degen around with the price movement. And uh, I think I just found it fun when it comes to like the end of my day. But yeah, I think
Yeah.
everyone has their own niche of like what they enjoy. Gaming is definitely big, and I want to go in deeper in the time ahead. I've recently started exploring a lot of great projects. One of my closest
Yeah.
friends is deep into Galxe, and
Oh, nice.
I think projects like Avagotchi actually explain how the integration of DeFi and gaming is. And I think some of the great play to earn projects are out there too. So, yeah, I think this is like an amazing space. And I think I just don't have enough time to explore it all. I want to take like a sabbatical
Oh, I
from,
know what you mean.
yeah, I just want to take a
Yeah.
sabbatical and
Yeah.
try out all the projects.
No, I agree. I think the biggest thing for, in my opinion, for gaming that I really hope a lot of like of the regular gaming space people can understand too is just that ownership of in-game assets. That the way that that is evolving through these like on-chain games has been huge, honestly. And you see projects like World Wide Web where you have complete on-chain trading of assets that you own in your game, and it's as simple as click click. Right? We've come so far, no third party, no nothing, right? It's so cool to see. It just gets me excited to see where we're gonna go, right? And so,
Yeah.
yeah. Sorry, I know we went a little off topic, yeah, but yeah. So I'd say my next sort of question, or I guess we're sort of come out of questions at this point. With that, let's do this instead. Let's one more time because I know we kind of sometimes cycle in new users. Let's give a quick overview once more of the DGen campaign and what we'd like to achieve with this campaign together.
Sure. So, for anyone who just joined in, we were talking about the Polygon Legion campaign on the Galaxy DApp, and what we have there is like we're highlighting the vast array of DeFi opportunities available on the whole Polygon network. So, what we're trying to do here is raise awareness and participation. So, like if you just go to Galaxy and check out the Polygon Legion campaign, you'll see like a bunch of projects that have like different tasks and exciting challenges lined up, and you can participate on them and like start earn NFTs. So that is something that you can showcase to see how loyal you are to different dApps. Also try out new dApps, explore the NFTs. I personally love the designs on them. I think they're really cool. So I think
Yes, I agree.
you should check them out. You might ape in. I'm pretty sure about that. But
Yeah,
the ultimate goal is to educate the community, and the as we see, like we were talking about the bear market, I think highlighting these projects in the bear is the responsibility of the ecosystem, and ecosystems like Polygon
agreed.
and other protocols actually do that. So to actually, at the end of the day, we're all builders, and supporting builders is what is important, I think.
I agree. I think it's wonderful. I'm very happy that we can put this out with you guys. Once again, guys, we're going to link below the campaign link for the Polygon DGen campaign. Uh, Powered by Galaxy, obviously. Super glad to do this with Polygon. Once again, we've gotten to do so much with them. The Polygon ecosystem is vast. For everybody listening, there's no way you don't know Polygon. So, of course, but make sure you guys head over to the Polygon Twitter. Make sure you check out the campaign. Ape in if you'd like. Learn something new. Share with your friends. We'll all grow together during this bear market and come out on top in the end, right? So, creating these power users, helping each other is what it's all about. So, yeah, definitely take some time to look through that. I want to thank Arslan for coming on. And for sort of a final point before we cut out for today, Arslan, would you be able to give us just a final word? Anything you'd like to say from Polygon side, just to let the people know, anything for them to look out for?
Yeah, definitely. I think try out the whole weeks thing that we have, that is the bridger, trader, lender. And I think that will
Yeah,
actually allow you to explore how you can understand DeFi better. It comes from a very UX standpoint, that how people can learn new things and try new activities on the DeFi ecosystem. Other than that, I think we have Polygon DeFi handle in the space as well. So give them a follow, and you can check out everything DeFi there. We're doing a lot of interesting things, a lot of partnerships and participating. I'd also like to give like a shout out to all the participating dApps from the ecosystem, because this whole campaign has been seamless with Galaxy and all the partners that we have. So I think they all deserve a mention as well. Other than that, if anyone has any questions, my DMs are open. Feel free to ping me on Twitter and I'll be happy to answer those questions.
Amazing. And guys, if you're having any troubles with the campaign at all in the claiming process, please come over to the Galaxy server and we can help you out there. And then we can go from there. Let's do it, guys. So make sure you check out the campaign. Thanks again, Arslan, for coming on. Any questions for Arslan, feel free to reach out to him. Super excited to see this come together. Let's learn more about DeFi. That's the goal, right? Always take a step forward.
Thank you guys. Take care. Have a great day ahead.
Thank you, Arslan. Glad to have you on as a fellow community strategist, of course. Super fun to talk to my fellow people. So thanks again, guys, and we'll cut out here.